Hi, this is David with entry number 729 here in Jongno-gu, the same area I actually recorded a couple days ago. Excuse me. I came back because I had a little meeting. It just finished. I'm near the Cheonggyecheong, or the stream. Right, it's right here, but you can't really see it because it's below ground. Currently in front of the very large Hanwha building right here. One of the 5 or so mega corporations of Korea. And in front of me is the even nicer Murray Asset building, which is like 2 towers of, they're very large and very sparkly. I just went and got a bingsu. I don't know if I ever talked about bingsu on these things before, but I gotta tell you that of all the foods of Korea, of all the foods, I gotta say that bingsu has gotta be the best thing they have here. Like, it's much better than anything else I've ever eaten on a kind of a fulfillment level. Like, I don't really know if it can get any better. And it's currently about 35 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you don't know what bingsu is, it's a frozen dessert. And it's essentially like shaved ice, but in Korea, in like the last 5 years or so, they've actually changed it. It's evolved into this new thing where they use frozen milk, and they call it nunkot bingsu. And nunkot means snow flower, I think. And it's like makes it more rich, obviously, and when it melts, it actually just turns into kind of like a ice cream-esque dessert that's very good. And so traditionally you have it's called a pot bingsu. And pot is like a red bean paste. So they take a red bean, known as pot in Korea, or adzuki in Japanese, and it's basically just like a red bean, but in Asia a lot of times they sweeten it and with sugar, and it's basically just that, and then they just mash it into a paste, put it on top of ice, add a little toasted soybean powder, and it is ridiculously good. Like, this place used to be like a steal at 6,500 won for a bowl, but over the summer they raised the prices to 7,000. It's still a pretty good deal, but when it was 6,500, I could get it like twice a week. And I most often did back when I lived in my old city. But now it's a bit more of a treat, so maybe every other week. But it's very good. There was these 2 really cool old women sitting in the corner of the shop, and they ordered 2 back to back. It was pretty cool. I'd never seen anyone do that before. No, I've done it maybe one time when I was with someone else, but I've never seen old women do it. Never would have expected that. It was pretty cool to see. Actually, it was really cool to see. And they also got refills on coffee too, which you never see. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm now on my way to home, I guess. And then I have another meeting this evening, but I'm gonna walk through Myeongdong, which is like a big shopping center here in Seoul, and it's pretty wicked, actually. It's not as good as other places in Asia, but it's still pretty good, and it's probably better than anywhere else in America for sure. I've never seen anything like it. It's basically like a 3 square block area where it's just shop after shop after shop after shop, and to be honest, it's mostly the same shops repeating themselves over and over again. You can kind of hear the traffic because this is a fairly big intersection. I'm debating whether to run for this light or not. I won't make it. Actually, I could make it, but I won't. But anyway, that's about it. I'll keep this one short and sweet today. I just had a nice experience eating that. Oh yeah, the other weird thing is that I was in the in the cafe with just a bunch of high school girls, which was a little bit awkward, to be honest. I think it's still a very kind of a strange thing to be that these teenagers kind of like flock together. I guess they do it in the U.S. as well, but it's very strange for me to be just like the only solitary male in a room full of like literally full of little young girls. It's just weird. I think that's the way it should be, to be honest. It should be weird. It shouldn't be comfortable. But anyway, sorry for the noise. I'll end it there. Thanks for watching. I'll talk with you soon. Bye.